the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard of...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So Clemson's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hacks to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Breaks into the open. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Yeah, and you could see the running back, man. He was smelling the end zone. Nice cuts, nice job getting all the way down the field. And he gets so close to punching it in, and you could tell he wanted to, but pushed out of bounds at the 2. And guess what? 1st and goal.
Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
The offense changing the play. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacks on the extra point. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Turning it on! They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The pitch to the left. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes! And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They try to get it outside on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the toss, finding open areas. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the toss. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. The give to Davis. Jukes his way for more. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just like. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
They booted away on 4th down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Sends it back in motion, trying to get the corner. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab. Momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that.
Turning it on. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They'll immediately call timeout.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Motion from the back. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. You got two. They'll toss it to the left. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Spinderella. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down. Reels it in down the left side. Boy, did he look as as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got him.
There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Still on his feet. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it down the left. Off to the races. Past the tag. Touchdown, Seminoles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Toss to the outside. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
Red pass, it's complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for room. It's Acha. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This has been a dominant performance by the Clemson defense. They have kept the offense in reverse all day. The great defensive legends would be proud.
Oh, they would be stoked. I mean, just to have a complete performance. The defensive line shut.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Breaks into the open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Powers forward. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Pittsburgh. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Finds his man. It's Jackson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll send the back in motion. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Running to Green. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Sends it back in motion. Toss sweep to the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Tigers will hustle to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. Forced out of bounds. Good pick up there on the ground.
In situations like this, offensively, you got the lead in the fourth quarter. When you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Oh, better look out. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Berry. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After this, it'll be a wrap. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking